All right. So yesterday, while we were cutting Vegas's head, there was an accident, and that was the first time in this 5 years that I have accidentally got him injured. So what happened was I totally forgot to switch scissors. I was still using my curved scissors in while I should be using the safe simple scissors that it's not sharp at all, and I was working on around his mouth. And although I was pretty sure that I had hold him tight firmly enough, but no, that was not the case. So he stuck his tongue out, and yes, he got a cut on his tongue, and I totally freaked out. I think I had a heart attack, and it was not pleasant. But luckily, it stopped bleeding rather quickly, and we both checked his tongue last night, and it was okay. There is indeed a small cut. But he's acting normal last night. He was able to eat, and he was able to drink, and he was just chilling on the sofa last night. So what happened was that we decided to stop with the grooming last night because this just not gonna happen. I was not in the same energy level or the same mood anymore, and I don't think he wants to do anything. I think he should rest. So we really gave him a rest, and now after a day, he seems fine. He's just being his old self. So I figure that we can continue with the rest of the grooming. And this is also a discussion with my family, and I was thinking whether if I should still continue to post this grooming video because of this accident. But I think we got to an answer. Got to an answer that we believe that we should share this experience with you all, because we're all humans and we all make mistakes. And if I probably haven't shared this with you, but I'm actually a real life hairdresser, and it's my profession, and I have been cutting hair and holding scissors for the past 20 years. And so I'm actually very confident with my scissor skills, but still things like this do happen. So luckily we're both okay, especially him. So I wanted to show to all of you that if something happens during your grooming sessions, the first thing to do is to try to calm down, and once you calm down, you can also think about what went wrong, and then try to find a solution on how to deal with it. Let's say in our case, I realized that I was not careful enough, even though I am very confident with my scissors. But actually, the safest thing to do while cutting the hair around his mouth would to be use these very simple scissors that you can barely cut yourself with. And just do it bit by bit and just be really careful, and that's all we could do. So enough talk for now. So we're just gonna continue with what happened last night where we left off, and yeah, so let's get started. So after a day, I have been keeping an eye on him, and I've been looking and looking and looking, and I found a lot of stuff that I still need to do better, to improve, and that is correct. I mean, we would never be satisfied with our amateur grooming, because I mean, every single time when we look at them, we would find something that we don't like, or maybe we want to trim it a bit shorter, or some places have to be smoother, but it's okay. We can always take our time because they're our dogs. So whenever you feel like that you want to pick them up and do a little bit of correction, do that. But just always under the circumstance that you are in the right mood and the dog is also in the right mood. And that's all I could say. So today we're just going to continue with the face. And I'm just going to work on the eyes again, because I'm really seeing, did you see this two corners right here? It's really bothering him. That's because yesterday I only cut till here. So I'm just going to take a little bit more, and I'm going to take off this little bit right here, that big corner, so it doesn't cover his eyes. Side. Okay. Don't move. No, no. Oh, hey. No. Ooh. Okay. And now I'm just going to use the thinning scissors just to soften the outline a bit, so we're not really seeing those blunt lines. Okay, that's better. Yes. And now we're going to go back to the mouth because that was incomplete. So we're just going to pull everything. Come on. Come. Hey. I know. So we're just going to pull everything to the front. And this time around, I'm definitely using the small scissors. Press firmly on his mouth so he cannot stick his tongue out this time. And just quickly cut off whatever needs to be cut off. Yeah, okay. Yeah, ready? Gonna do the other side? Yeah, come. There you go. No, okay, good. Good. Good boy. And let's check on his fro. Okay. So now we're just gonna try to round off this because the sides are a bit massive. So I'm just gonna try to tighten it up a bit because I would want to try to keep the hair behind the ears a bit shorter because those are the parts that gets all the tangles, all the knots. Yeah. Okay. All right. Come on. No, 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 don't move. No? Okay. So now I'm being extra careful, even though I'm just working on his face, on the chin area, but still, just to make sure that he's not going to stick his tongue out again, because we will never let that happen again. Huh? Yes, I know. That's better. So when you think that you got the shape that you want, just use a thinning scissors, and you can always just soften out the ends a bit. Yeah, you're a good boy, huh? Yeah, I can see that his tongue is a little bit swollen, but other than that, it's okay. But we're definitely going to keep a close eye on it. Just make sure that there are no infections. So don't worry, he's in safe hands, and we will always call the vet when something happens. And now, I'm just going to try to thin out the sides a little bit so the neck is not too massive. I know some of you might like it a bit shorter, but we are now, this is winter right now, and it gets pretty cold here, so I like them a little bit more fluffy during the Christmas time. It's just nice to snuggle up with them, especially when they sleep with you, you know, it's like, oh. But of course, during this peak summer, then most of this coat will have to go, because then Vegas just can't stand the heat, especially when it's like 30 degrees. Let's see. It's, yeah. Sometimes if your dog is moving a lot, there's also there's a trick or a way to get around it. I mean, assuming that you have other family members at home, then that usually helps, because now he's moving. So I'm just gonna get his other dad. Alright, so the trick is to have someone to keep an eye on him, or you know, just distract him, just make sure that Vegas is looking at that other family member, and so there's a bit more focus. Come on. Stop.
Okay.
We're almost there, alright?
Don't worry, your ears are safe, hopefully.
Well, ears are usually safe. I mean, with this length, you can hardly reach his ears with your scissors. Okay, so that's about it. Let's see. And there's still a bit of a corner right here, but it's not too bad. There we go. I think that's alright. I mean, after all this incident, I mean, all I want right now is just to get him look presentable, like good enough, and then I just want to stop. And that's perfectly fine, you know. It's like, it's always better not to try to be a perfectionist. I mean, there's always another chance, and I mean, Christmas is still like 2 weeks away, so maybe I'm just gonna give him a quick wash just before Christmas, and then by that time I can give him another trim off camera, because then I can also focus a bit more. Yeah. Then I also noticed this part was not balanced, so I'm just going to go back and just going to trim off these as well. No, that's okay. I got it. Okay. And then we'll just, since we are going around with the thinning scissors, because we didn't do that yesterday at all, so we might as well just go through everything. So now I'm just gonna zoom out a bit so you can see better. No, not zooming in on his butt, no. Okay. There. Alright.
You want him to stand?
Let's see. Yeah, that would be better.
Stand?
Yeah.
The camera is a bit too high, you can't see the bottom of his legs. We have to lift him up a bit.
Okay. Here. Like that. Okay. So just to remind all of you that when you're working with a thinning scissors, the purpose is to soften the cut. So you're not supposed to have a lot of hair cut off. If you're cutting, if you see like chunks of hair on your scissors, like real big chunks, then that means you're cutting too much. Maybe you will alter the shape, the basic shape that we did previously. This. Okay, I think we are done. I think so. Well, when would you know that you're done, or you think that you want to stop? There's a very good way to look at it. I mean, it's your own Bichon after all. So if you look at the end results and you look at him and you're like, okay, does he look cute, or do I enjoy looking at him? I mean, does it look fine? Is there anything you feel that is not right? If not, then I think it's okay. I mean, if you're both happy, the dog and yourself. I mean, if he's giving you a smile, he seems okay, he likes it, then yeah. Then we're not gonna torture him with all this grooming session. We're just gonna let him go back to being his old self, just relaxing on the sofa in the evening time, watching TV. And of course he's gonna get all the treats because I still feel guilty about hurting him bad. So he's gonna get super spoiled in the coming days. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So one final brush. just going to turn him around so you can see. And the head. Vegas. 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 What is this? It's a treat. It's a treat. It's a treat. Okay, good. So thanks again for watching. I hope you will find something useful in these videos. Always leave a comment, let me know what you want to know, or if you have any advices for me as well, because I'm also learning. Yeah, and if you like our videos, if you like what you see with Vegas, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Yeah, Vegas, sit, sit. Good, so. Alright. Alright. Bye. Bye bye.